Let's start this video off like this. I want to thank the Lord above for being my Lord and Savior, for getting me through all the times, good and bad. I want to thank my team for being my team. Let's rock it out. I fear no one. I walk with him. Welcome. What's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy ODM Slim. And now I'm back again with another one. We got a lot of things to do, a lot of content to get into. So let's get to this content. So my strike is finally over with, y'all. It's May 7th, y'all. My strike is over with. All my stuff over, so my page should be going crazy, man. My page should start going crazy. My strike is done, y'all. Big dog, big dog, big dog. Big dog status. Salute to y'all, man, on everything, man. I fought through this strike, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people fought through this strike by academic, talking to that little boy crazy, and reported on it. And we always fighting through a strike. So like, everybody should be getting off the strike around this time, this area. We know YouTube don't like to press people with strikes or with warnings or with none of that. So we off that. You know, it's in the betters. We had no jumper. No jumper. Adam22. You know what I'm saying? Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. Head ass nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't be with the glazer for not long, you know what I'm saying? Without glazing his plate, without glazing the show. The glazer-thon himself, the luscious one, the glazes. Glaze on, glaze on, glaze on. And I'm a glaze on, glaze on, glaze on, glaze on. That nigga like Mr. Miyagi, my nigga, glaze on, glaze off. Glaze on, glaze off. Glaze on and glaze off. Goddamn. Glaze on, glaze off. Glaze on, glaze off. He's not glaze automatically. He's just a glazer. Brandon. See, listen, man, Brandon we came off on the wrong foot. Brandon was coming into no jumper, attacking people, saying he thought Almighty said the ER word, which I still doubt he said, even though they said, oh, he said it before one time before this, that, woo. No. I doubt he said. I think that that Brandon's a fire starter, and I like it. I like it a lot. He's like a professional fire starter. He's not really, you know what I'm saying, he professional with the fire starting. He not Puerto Flaco. He like a little cleaner. He a cleaner version of Puerto Flaco. You know what I'm saying? He a cleaner version of Puerto Flaco. And a respected version, too. A respectful version. So this is the version that I like to see. This is a good version, you know what I'm saying, we can have in the community that came from us. You know what I'm saying? It's a FUBU. For us, by us. But he just, you know what I'm saying? He's a FUBU. He's for us, by us. Oh, and Munchie B. I don't know what Munchie doing right now. Munchie probably in texting right now. I don't know how he texting when he can't even say. You know what I'm saying? But he in his phone probably doing one, two step. You know what I'm saying? Listening to the phone, tell him. Shout out everybody at this platform. Sorry, everybody, man. I ain't no hater ass person. You know what I'm saying? A couple of weeks ago, this platform was vandalized, and I just feel like it should have been done better. But nah, it's all right. Hey, if it's your first time to the channel, please get y'all likes, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying, for the algorithm. Other than that, man, let's get going, man. It's your boy ODM Slim. It's May 7th, bro. The strike is over with. I'm finna go in. Let's get it.
Yo, but actually, I was thinking about I ain't heard from Bricc or his girl since I sent him that bread. Not a call, not a text, nothing.
Oh, you sent him some more bread?
Well, that one time when
you haven't heard from who?
When I got back from vacation, Bricc I made the video, and then like 2 days later, I got on the phone with him, and I sent him some money. Ain't heard from him since. I'm not saying I need to be their priority when they're, obviously dealing with him being in prison and everything, and the fact that he's probably not going to be able to even go to trial till October.
That's up.
That being said, ain't heard from him since.
I got to call you out.
Sure.
When y'all got on that little table and y'all sitting up there discussing that man's personal finances, that's not okay.
What table?
Whoa! Brandon. Sheesh. 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 I got to call you out on that. Hey, let me tell you something. If you want to be a no jumper guest, you can't be calling him out. I'm telling you now. You ain't going to be there too long. If you think you'll be there long enough and calling this man out, keep calling this man out, or trying to call this man out, you're not going to be there long, Brandon. Just know that. I don't give a fuck who brung you there, Flacco, Taco, Mako, or Michael. It don't matter. It don't matter who bring you there. You'll be gone. You'll be out of there.
When y'all was at the table and y'all was talking about Bricc and his money and, oh, he called me for a loan and he already owed me this much money.
Whoa.
That was kind of like, dude.
But to be fair.
To suck his dick. But to suck his dick. Let me tell you this.
I get it.
No. To be fair, like, if that was any of us and there's something like that going on, it's going to get discussed. Bricc is not exempt.
Every time.
But
Bricc is not
Same
exempt.
way we're discussing Bricc with trannies in there.
But what
Exactly.
I feel like
Which we don't believe, but it's possible.
I don't believe that shit.
I feel my perspective is valid because it represents the sentiment of a certain demographic within your audience. There's just certain rules that I feel men should stick to. Like, we over here talking about a man, and if he's rich, like, bro, balling, okay, but bro is in a rough situation. You know, you in prison. Your family is, struggling. Let's say, is he really a friend? Because y'all friends, I think.
We are.
Is he a friend to you if you get up there and like add insult to injury? Not injury you call.
I felt
Like
insulted at
disgusted.
that point because I felt like I had my friendship tested by him basically putting a narrative out there about me that, oh, you ain't got nothing for the homie or whatever, which from my perspective was kind of messed up given that I have let you borrow a lot of money over the years. Now, is your perspective that basically when I employ somebody, if they then go to federal prison for things that have absolutely nothing to do with no jumper, that then I must pay for all of their expenses and keep them rolling?
No. That's not it. So as a friend, right, first of all, is you paying him his regular salary, right? Because I remember one of the places said that he didn't ask you for nothing else after that. So he did all the shows and stuff and asked you for nothing after that, right? So I'm saying as a friend, nigga, period, you should have a nigga back regardless. It ain't just, because you pay for no jumper, this and that. And they said, I'll pay for all my expenses. It ain't none of that. No. It's as a friend, just have my back. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't know what the fuck going on with this and that, woo, bro. I know you probably doing a rough time in this and that, bro. When 21st come around and I get this $500,000, $2 million, bro, I'm going to slide you about, nigga, come up 3 bands, 2 bands. I'm getting a half a ticket. I'm getting a ticket off the show, right? Doing 10 million views, 12 million views a month on both pages, right? So roughly 20, 30 million views a month on both pages. We give you like 3,000. That holds you over for a little bit. On some friend shit. In a rough spot. Fans doing the content on your platform.
Rolling in the dough for all of time financially to be able to do so.
Well, my perspective is, since you told me this is a business, run it like a business. Who else could go to their damn boss and be like, hey, I need a loan of $10,000? No.
I agree. I am overtly nice.
Better. So what I'm telling you is you create this situation. It's like when you feed a stray cat.
So you're saying that I was wrong for giving him
I was
wrong for giving him money in the first place, but now that I've started to give him some money besides his salary, that then I also now have to give him whatever he asked for.
You were wrong for discussing it. Hold on. You were wrong for discussing it in public forum.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now
you created that monster.
Hey,
Look,
Brendan,
here you go. Now, let me suck some dick now. Now, this is what he needed him for. See, Adam22 knew he cannot sit next to this man without a lush. Nigga, don't get wrong. Munchie good, but Munchie ain't fast enough. He ain't fast enough to defend Adam. You know what I'm saying? This thing right here, he good. Adam knew he was good. Adam knew he needed Lush. I didn't get for the week to suspension. You gonna be before the week over with, Lush. Before the week over with, you come back.
He made it a thing first, though. You know what I'm saying? He had brung it up like he ain't got nothing for him, so I guess he felt like he had to.
Yeah, obviously, I never would have mentioned.
It's on Adam to be the bigger person. You're the boss in this situation. He's the employee.
I need to always be the bigger person.
I don't want you to be a saint. I want
so
you to
if
set
someone
an
puts out a narrative there about me as if I'm treating him poorly, which there was a bunch of YouTubers making videos about that already, I can't respond to that.
No, because you shouldn't, because you know why? Other people will defend you. Even people have come at me like, Adam is up there using them dudes. I was at a studio with some of Wax homeboys, some older dudes, and they was talking.
Right. Everybody said Adam is using people. It don't matter what person, how close you is to Adam or what not. That's all it is, bro. Adam, you use and abuse these guys. They have no longevity with you, bro, at all. No longevity is nothing. It's no longevity at all. It's you not coming in. You're not going nowhere when you're dealing with Adam22. That's what he's known for. You don't go nowhere dealing with Adam22. Nothing. Go to jail. That's it. Where all the stars that are dealing with Adam22 that flourish and it's booming right now, big money bank and all that for no jumper. I'll wait. And nobody
talking trash about that, laughing at him and stuff. And they was like, Adam be doing this and doing that. And I said, no. Mm-hmm. Adam takes care of these dudes. I said, Adam do more for these dudes than their own homies. Some of their parents would even do or are in a position to do.
You gotta put an address.
People will literally. Listen, no, I was in Inglewood. I told you I was in Inglewood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got studios over there. It's nice.
Oh no. You said he more than his family and homies.
I said some people's families.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm speaking generally.
Okay.
I know my mom ain't got 10,000 to just throw me in a bind. I'm being real right now.
And then
honestly,
Wack started the finance conversation long before he went to jail. Oh, he gave him money and
Yeah.
Wack put that out there first.
Yeah, that situation just. I feel like you don't need people to defend you, Adam.
Pretty much everybody already knew about that situation where I bailed him out when he was first starting to work here and stuff. But I just am having a hard time with the logic of you should have never given him money in the first place. But then once you give him money, you're no longer allowed to. You now have to keep giving him money. But then also, if there's people.
That's not what he said, bro. He's saying this, bro. First of all, you fucked him when you gave him money in the first place, right? He go around the whole situation, bro. It ain't that you listen. It's just like this. Look, first of all, if you said it's business, right? Don't loan money out there as a boss. But since you have loaned money out to the boss, don't speak on it in front of the public. That's all he's saying. He just saying, you do get the money, do this. Now, if you do it, don't speak on it publicly. Speak on it in closed doors. That's all he's saying. As a boss, you shouldn't have did that, right? But you did do it. Now, just don't speak on it on a podcast. Speak on it as a friend. Speak on it in closed doors. Speak on it between him and his girl. Speak on it like that. Do not speak on it on podcasts. Because where the friendship at? That's all he's saying. Damn, Brandon. I don't know Brandon. I'm fucking with Brandon.
If he created a narrative in which I wasn't giving him enough money, then I'm not allowed to speak out and defend myself. Now, is it kind of ugly to like name the exact dollar amounts? Sure, maybe, just because that's kind of stuff where it's like then everybody knows. Oh, Bricc had to borrow $7,000 or whatever. Like they know like the dollar amount that he didn't have at that point. Which I don't know if he like actually didn't have that money, but like he needed to borrow that money. I guess that tells you something about his finances, and it's kind of ugly to talk about people's finances. That being said, if you put an attack out there, which granted it was a vague attack, but if you put out a narrative out there about me, I feel like it's very much within the realm of reasonable conversation to say, I let you borrow exactly this amount.
So let's get to the point of the conversation, bro, right? The point of the conversation was this, bro, with Bricc Baby. It was that Adam22, he said, yeah, Adam22 got nothing for me. He said that. But he said, Adam ain't answering the phone. Adam ain't even answering the phone for me, cuz. Like, answer the phone for me. Let me get the shirts off. Let me get something off. Let me use the platform to market. Let me answer the phone. It ain't got to do with the paper. Answer the phone. Let me use this $4.8 million platform that I went to jail for to get some more money off us while I'm in jail. Let me sell this Bricc Baby church. Let me sell this out there. Let me sell this out there. And look at this glushing ass nigga right next to you. Can't wait to suck dick.
And this amount, and that's why I feel like you getting on my case or putting out narratives about me saying that I'm not doing enough for you is kind of fucked up. I don't think the truth can ever be that wrong to put out there into the world. Wack always says the truth can never be disrespected. That I disagree with. But I do think that as a general strategy, putting the truth out there is usually not that bad. It might not always be the best strategy, but it's also not really a bad strategy because now the whole world knows, anybody who cares about it knows exactly how much money I gave him. And, I've been completely transparent about that. That's probably better than people not knowing. People might think, oh, he's asking Adam for 20 grand or 40 grand or something like that. Or he's asking Adam for $100 and Adam won't give him $100, which all of these numbers color the situation very differently. There's a lot of different, like if everybody was like, if everybody thought, oh, Bricc is asking for $100 grand for a lawyer and Adam won't give it to him. And I said, no, I can't give you $100 grand. I think everybody out there would understand that. They'd be like, that is an egregious amount to ask for.
Even if you said, I'm not giving you $7,000 or $5,000 because everyone understands that this is his job.
Right.
This ain't like just we homies up here hanging out. That man called you. I promise you, he didn't call nobody before he called you because he knew you were the only person who was going to be willing to give that to him.
I don't know if that's true because number one, people like.
I don't know if that's true because guess what? Bricc Baby got a mother. Bricc Baby mom is financially stable, but at the same time, he do a lot. She put a house up, me got a house up and all type of shit, property up and all that. So, you know what I'm saying? So she's doing a lot right now. So of course she probably not trying to keep hitting mamas, but he actually somebody else. So he might need more money than that, but he gonna get some from Adam and his stuff from where we get it from. You know what I'm saying?
21 Savage apparently gave him money from when he got home from the last time. He does have a lot of different connections.
I'm telling you right now.
You know people with money.
I'm telling you right now.
They didn't ask me for any money until like a month after he got arrested. So I don't think that there's any way that he wasn't also talking to other people.
Yeah, because a month later, bills and shit are due.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, I'm telling you, you were the first and last person I do call.
But there's two things.
I bet my life.
But there's two variables that need to be looked at. I think the reason why he felt like entitled to that, despite the fact he's not working, is because he's seeing a bunch of his name and the way it's being monetized. He's seeing Flacco dropping a gang of content on him, making money. He's seeing No Jumper, which granted, he is a part of No Jumper,
right?
Potentially capitalizing off of his name. So he's like, hey, that's why he spoke up. You feel me?
I don't like that narrative, bro. That's why that broad talking about some she paying everybody bills. What's her name?
But that's a really excessive way. That's over whooping like a motherfucker. But there is a little bit of truth. But then again, it's not applicable in Loose Cannon's case because
let me tell you something, bro. Listen, if people think you make one video, 2 videos about them a day, that's about $30, $40 a day, my nigga. So if you paying $60 a day is paying my bills, and you crazy. F that. Cause my bet most videos be like $60, $70 a day, $60 right for the videos. So if I'm saying, bro, if you think it's $60, $70 is gonna pay the bills, you crazy. I won't be. I'll be just doing all Loose Cannon videos then. Loose Cannon only get paid on my page, bro. He too slow. My people talk fast. They listen fast. I talk fast. He talks slow. It's a disconnection.
Loose Cannon was never a part of No Jumper. Sure, he's made a few appearances and stuff like that, and we with Loose, but Loose has never been a No Jumper employee. Bricc sat down next to the two of us for a year and a half straight. So, it's a little bit different. On top of that,
Loose can't ask me for shit. No offense. I fuck with you, Loose, but I don't really know you like that. You came on the podcast 3 times. I feel the same way about the Loose thing as I felt about the Famous Richard thing. Famous Richard was on the podcast just as many times as Loose. And it's I just don't I don't know you to the extent where I feel like I need to get involved and pay your legal bills.
Adam, you're an enabler.
That is probably true.
That's basically. I'm gonna just
definitely some truth to that.
We gonna sit down like real like adults. You're a damn enabler.
Adam, you're an enabler. Adam, you're an enabler.
And the other thing,
you enable these dudes, and then they can't get it right because they got you to back them up and rescue them, and then they call you out. And
you're generalizing it, but the truth is that nobody has ever borrowed money from me besides Bricc. AD never asked me to borrow money. T-Rail never asked me to borrow money. all the guys, I can't think of any of them. I mean, maybe like back in the BMX days, I let people borrow money a little bit, but for the most part, I don't want people to have the idea that like just because you work here that I'm also like your lifeline if anything goes wrong.
Yeah, I've been down and out, and I didn't ask this dude for a
Sure,
cent.
your parents are rich.
Don't matter. Like
You ain't never hitting the ground. For
true,
real, for
true,
real.
but they're not. But like there's
I've been around, I'm saying? Like, I've been hit rock bottom a couple of times, I'm saying? Smoked a couple of dope rocks and all that, and it is what it is.
times where I couldn't get money from them, and it was like, you feel me? Like,
Because they doing to you what he should do to these
my
people.
parents are
Starve 'em out.
My parents are doing just fine.
Just-
They got my parents. My parents are chilling.
There's a guy who owns
They're
like
bicking back.
There's a guy who owns a big BMX company that at a certain point told me, like, at a certain point, the dudes that are on your team or whatever will ask you to borrow some money, and you could just let them borrow money, but then that basically like clears you of having to do it in the future, And so you want to limit it. You want to like try to make it so that it isn't, a consistent thing that's happening. But if there's a situation in which a person's really going through something kind of disastrous and you need to let them borrow a couple grand, it's like it's probably easier to just do it and then use that as the reason why you can't do it anymore in the future, rather than to just let that person know, like, hey, I'm just being cold-hearted to you and I'm not going to be able to help you out in this situation.
But you had already done it. Has he paid you back the money he borrowed from you before?
No. And
Okay,
I mean, at this point, once you catch a Fed case, I really feel like, okay.
Yeah,
You're good.
and to keep and to just like because for full transparency, I spoke to Bricc a few days ago. Man, that's a huge financial obligation that his lawyer wants from him, and it's a very, very, very expensive thing he's going through.
Why are you saying that like I'm supposed to care about that? Like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's not the point. I have no issue with Bricc Baby. What I'm saying is,
damn, bro,
you get the guy, but you're loaning him money. I just gave the perfect analogy. It's like feeding a stray cat and then complaining because it's showing up on your doorstep. The whole point is, if these guys been around this long and they haven't been able to pick up enough game from you to be able to have their own stuff pop into where they got some hundreds of thousands in the bank, it's not your job to loan him money, and it's unbecoming of him and you for you to talk about him online, but for him as a man to be in a position where he can't pay his own bills. But for him as a man,
What y'all think, man? Brandon is doing too much. Brandon is calling Adam out on the shit. Is Lush come back just for this episode? Do Lush need to be on No Jumper? What's up, my nigga Bunchy with the fresh cut, my nigga? Bunchy ain't said 2 words. What's going on with this ball? I'm just tripping. Is ODM just tripping, y'all? Let me know. Let's get in the comments. Comments. Yo. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's time. It's the end of my video, and it's time to big it up one of my dogs. My business partner, you know what I'm saying? Drea the Virgo. Shout out Drea the Virgo. Drea the Virgo. Hey, Drea the Virgo. Shout out Drea the mother Virgo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Drea the Virgo. Now, Drea the Virgo is one of my friends, man. Good business partner of mine. She get in there, get it done. Anything y'all want to get done, YouTube-wise, anything social media-wise, just YouTube. Anything social media-wise. You see all the platforms. All these platforms, Drea the Virgo, is monetizing my platforms. It's helping me with all of them. And she's helping a gang of other people. You know what I'm saying? Look at my boy Gangland Neem and everybody else.